It is time to get raw. It is time to get down. It is time for the number one source of all things WWE right here at the Turnbuckle Tavern. I am your host, the one and the only J-Bone. And with me is the reigning, defending, undisputed RAWDOWN champion for 5 more days, Mr. MVP Marco. What's up, Marco?
What's going on? I mean, well, slash Money in the Bank holder as well. So just in case,
okay, all right.
I do have my contingency plan just in case I do. In fact, lose.
Yeah, we'll see. We got a couple comments. Oh, Tyson. Just. He's always saying 7 minutes late. Well, guess what, Tyson? We've got some news for you and news for everybody. RAWDOWN, I kind of teased a little bit last week, will be moving nights. That's right. Starting next Tuesday, right after Fig Night. We're going back home, baby. It's like, whenever Smackdown went to Thursday nights and then flipped back to Tuesday nights down on Fridays. We're going back home to our old spot. We're going to be trying out the 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central spot on Tuesday nights, right after Fig Night. And it's a strategic plan, but, mainly because, SmackDown, of course, is being on Fridays, and you have Raw on Mondays. We get to cover our bases a little bit, full length. Get a good length instead of having to talk about something that happened a week ago. Yeah. So that's partially why we're doing this, and some of it's logistics and all that good stuff. So Tuesday, starting this Tuesday, we'll have our full crown jewel review. We'll have our championship ceremony with me holding the title and with Marco catching in. Maybe. If that all happens. And you never know, might have some more guests lining up here. Maybe the Fig Kid, maybe he might stop by and join us. Tuesday night's his night. So, we might have some trio action going on there from time to time. We're going from young Anthony to old Tom. Yeah. We got reverse Benjamin Button's disease. or Benjamin Button. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But so we are moving. But hey, the big news though this week is it's PLE week.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen.
PLE week, baby.
Oh my God.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Oh my God, freaking Vince. That guy is a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh man. Is he ever? And we'll talk Vince too. We saw Mr. Vinnie Mac kind of out and about this past week.
Oh yeah,
maybe we'll break it up. We'll use it to kind of break up in between the matches.
Because it is in the same. The PLE is in the same place that the event was.
So we'll talk. We can talk about that a little bit later. Is there anything we need to discuss right off the gate?
There wasn't any crazy news. The only thing I've seen, it's not really WWE. Sort of. Ric Flair, signing a multi-year deal with AEW, which is kind of strange because, it seemed like they were WWE and Ric Flair were back in, kind of working together. Cause if you watch the beginning of the shows, it has Woo at the beginning of the intro and all that stuff. So,
oh no, don't take the woo away.
are they? I
My
think they're
God.
removing that. I think it's gonna be gone.
Oh, jeez.
Which is when it goes woo.
Here we go.
If you smell, they have to like replace with something else. Some
Yeah.
what other old school, because it goes from like obviously he's the classic, and then it goes to Rock, and then Stone Cold, and so who are we gonna replace him with?
What about if you go to the president and you just have Jade with "I'm that bitch"? That's the trade. You get Jade for Rick.
I'm thinking like if we're gonna go old school, maybe I don't know. We gotta insert an old school like phrase in there, like someone from the golden era, like serving hard times, and then
whoa,
like some Big Boss Man. Maybe.
What about this?
What's good in the hood?
Maybe that, or we could. Though it would be great if they put the "I love you."
You're bleeding.
Bleeding. or maybe this.
Vince, you are relieved of your duties.
Oh my God, dude! There's so many possibilities that they could put in that woo. Obviously, we don't know if they're gonna remove the woo from the intro. We'll listen tomorrow on SmackDown. I'll be listening intently to see if they do remove it or replace it. But they could do "Ooh What a Rush."
Well, they're not signed.
Well, actually, you know what? Here's the other thing I just read. I'm not sure if it was true. It was kind of like one of those kind of like memes or what? Not really a meme, but they're saying that Tony Khan, I'm not sure if this is true, is looking to sign Hulk Hogan. Did you see that?
The Incredible Hulk
as well.
I did see that.
So know what you're gonna do on the intro. That can't happen. I mean, what happened? What happens if he does sign with AEW? Does that Andre Slam get removed from the intro?
It's gonna be like whenever Hulk had his little thing happened. There was a meme going around with Andre like being slammed by himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be like an invisible Andre just flipping over. Yeah. Like what happens? These are like two kind of like not staples of the WWE, but like two guys that have been like, well, Hulk Hogan anyway, synonymous with that.
Macho's over in the corner.
Get me to the boiling point, yeah.
You know what? A Macho elbow opening up the intro. I don't hate that at all. Him gracefully flying off the top rope. That's a perfect replacement for me anyway. I mean, obviously I don't run the company, but yeah, I would put a perfect Macho Man flying off the top elbow as the intro if Hogan's gonna sign with AEW. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. It's interesting.
Actually, I do have a legitimate one here that you could do.
Follow the buzzard.
You could do something like that.
You could do something like that, or open it up with him like that with the.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird with this, like the Hogan thing. Kind of is weird to me because of all the figures that are coming out. Obviously he owns his likeness, so he can pretty much do whatever he whatever he sees fit. But
he owns Hulk too.
Yeah, he owned. Yeah,
it was just crazy to me. Like Marvel struck that deal. Is like, yeah, like now they have to license out to him, which is pretty nuts to me. But
which is one of the reasons why you never really see there's a bunch of other reasons, but the Hulk movies, like you never see like an incredible not recently anyway. Not since like the 2000s, in the early 2000s, you don't see any solo Hulk movies because of all like its own Hulk's like kind of like that name is kind of like owned by everybody. But I'm kind of curious to see how the AEW fans are gonna react to Hulk Hogan being in AEW, because to me, AEW, like Hulk Hogan is opposite of everything AEW stands for, and that's just my opinion. However they were built, however they came about, that's not the place Hulk Hogan should be or even be thought of being in. But that's just
I watched the match, and a matter of fact, I fell asleep in the middle of it.
Kind of curious. I'm not sure if I didn't get to listen to the flagship, so I'm not sure if they they even talked about those.
No, they didn't talk about it, but I don't know how legit those rumors are, but I did hear that.
Yeah,
definitely heard that is a possibility.
If it's true,
we'll see. We'll
abandoned
see.
ship. That's what I say.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, it's
You
not
get Hobbs.
good.
Hobbs is, I'm gonna make a joke. Hobbs is probably gonna disappear. Ricky Starks isn't gonna be there. Swerve is gonna swerve on out of that fucking that building.
Brother.
Jade's already gone. If you guys
She's
get my
already
drift,
gone,
I don't have to keep on going.
Oh man.
You got a guy like Hulk Hogan, right? Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
said some words in better in the past, but who hasn't said them? I said them.
Oh my god, dude. I just had to get that out. That's hilarious. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to get to. Is the impending those jokes happening if he does sign?
Oh man. But yes, so we're here to talk. I guess we can kind of get into Crown Jewel.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe we need like a little PLE bumper or something, and I can't believe I'm now calling it PLE. I remember when they came out, I was like, that's so stupid, but now it's just been fucking hammered into my brain that now that's what I have to say.
I like it. It sounds more, not that obviously pay-per-view still around, because AEW is pay-per-view, but premium live event seems like, it's a good name for what they do. Like it's like it's not just a live event, it's a premium one. You're getting actually and Crown Jewels have been pretty good in the past few years. So
they have been getting a lot better.
Yeah, you kind of get like 2 WrestleMania, well, actually 3 WrestleManias a year. Crown Jewels like kind of treated like that.
Right.
With the spectacle of it.
Yeah. So Crown Jewel, let's see. So we're gonna get into our predictions here. I just saw this. So there's a pre-show match.
Oh yes, yeah.
I guess we could go ahead and go. Let's throw that into the hat here.
Right.
Sami Zayn taking on Mr. JD McDonough. This is where Sami Zayn's at on the pre-show. Taking on JD McDonough too, like Mr. I don't. He's got the weirdest look I've ever seen in a human being.
He's kind of like almost like a.
He's so tiny.
He's tiny and he's like kind of like a blockhead almost. Like
yeah,
he's a big-headed fella. That guy.
Real big head.
He can wrestle his ass off though. That guy's. I mean, he
okay.
can. He has some good matches, dude. Especially
kind of boring to me.
NXT UK. Definitely check those matches out.
The name JD McDonough, I hate it. What are you doing here?
He was what was his name before that? It was he had a different name before
Jordan Devlin.
Yes, Jordan Devlin, and
I think that's his shoot name. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's better than JD.
Yeah,
McDonough. They basically just took his initials and made it a name.
It sounds like he's like one of those ambulance chasers.
Come on, JD McDonough, for all your car accident needs. You been in a car accident? You flipped your car? Well, call JD McDonough.
Did you take this pill back in 1998 and you're suffering?
You got mesothelioma? Mesothelioma?
Diabetes?
You got diabetes? Call JD McDonough. 999-6969.
Oh man. JD McDonough.
Anyways, Mr. Sami Zayn, who our buddy young Anthony at one time thought that he was going to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's how over he was at one time, which I was like, come on now, Anthony, what are we doing here, pal? He's not going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. But yeah, he's going to be taking on JD McDonough, and yes. Oh, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody, all of them, they have bled this fucking feud out.
Yes, yeah. There's not much more you can do with
It's so tiring at this point. I'll be honest. I'm so over watching Sami Zayn take on the Judgment Day. But it's a pre-show match, just fine. Well, what are your thoughts?
I seen a lot of people saying it should have been Finn Balor that he's faced, the match with that for the opening, which would have been more reputable if he was if it was Finn Balor. It would have been more of like a marquee type of. You wouldn't care if it was on the pre-show, essentially, because it's Finn Balor, and But yeah, I mean, kind of out of left field. Definitely could be a Raw match. I don't think. I mean, that's why. That's why.
It could be a main event, a superstars match.
Yeah, that's
Shotgun Saturday night.
Yeah, probably one of those. Velocity for that show. But yeah, no, they definitely. That's why it's probably on the pre-show, obviously, because of the JD McDonough. And I think obviously, probably for other reasons, this is a Sami Zayn's probably going to be in and out of that place for other, more worldly reasons. Maybe that's why. But other than that, I mean, he's probably just going to kick JD McDonough's head off and move on to the next thing. I don't think he's losing. That's my prediction anyway. He's definitely going to win. There's no way he could lose against.
If he loses this match, then they might as well just turn him heel again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, he gave a killer promo on Monday night, so I don't see him, coming into this match losing.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I gotta record these these things here. But I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn as well too. For the dubs here. So you use me 1 second. So yeah, so you got Sammy, and I got Sammy. Okay. Let's see here. Next match. Let's talk about. I want to talk about me. I want to talk about I. Let's go with his little buddy, his compadre. He's taking on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is taking on Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
Senor Money in the Bank. Again, drawn out. Complete filler match till we get to WrestleMania.
Yep.
At least the night after Royal Rumble, I would presume. But I will say this: I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Cody posts. He'll post like where he's going to be.
Yeah.
In the coming weeks, he is going to be making some SmackDown stops here in the coming weeks.
Yeah,
which is interesting to me.
Yeah.
So, probably I have to. In fact, let me try to pull it up. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably because of the lead up to Survivor Series. So
yeah, and while you're doing that, I did see some people saying that they thought the promo that he cut was kind of heel Cody. Did you see the promo at the end that he's cut on Damian Priest about him being a follower and all that stuff?
Yeah,
people are saying it was kind of that wasn't really a babyface promo going into a match. It almost made it look like Damian Priest was like the face in it. Like maybe it came off that way. I think maybe it was more of like a what do you do? Like try to get Damian to see the light. Essentially, maybe that's where it was going. But if you are going to take it this way, what I'm thinking is. We're not making the predictions yet, but if they are going to make Cody heel, quotations, and somebody does end up winning, you can have that match. You can have a heel Cody against LA Knight if he is the champion at the time.
Yeah,
and it won't make it as much of it. Won't make it two baby faces going at it. You give Cody a little bit of a heel edge. Not a full on heel persona, but heel enough that that's that. Like I said, that's if we're not making the predictions yet, but that's if you're going that route, and that's even if, like I said, people are interpreting it as a heel promo. I took it as like a motivational promo,
right? Yeah, I didn't take that as a heel promo at all. If anything, like it's kind of
came off that way.
The burial of Damian Priest, to be honest with you,
pretty much,
and spoke a lot of truth, honestly, in there.
Yeah. You follow.
I mean, Damian Priest is just he's unsufferable to me. Like or sufferable, should I say, not unsufferable. He's sufferable to me. He's just I don't know. Yeah. It's something about him.
He needs a change. That's all. He needs to be away from the Judgment Day, I think. I think
I don't even think that. It's just
I think he does.
Work.
I think he's getting lost in that. Like, I'm not sure how they would do it because obviously they're the tag team champs, but yeah, I think he just needs a gimmick change, not like full on rehaul, but just like
his in-ring work is so cookie cutter. It's so boring to me.
it is very safe. It's like a Miz type of
I'm just
type of
like,
style almost.
you
Nothing
know,
against that. I mean, it is safe. You don't get injured. All that stuff.
this is what I think of when I see Damian Priest.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Green case, purple case. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that. He's not the most exciting. They're trying to make it that way though. I think that trying to get him to be that like featured like star, but not when you're in the same group as Rhea or they're in the same group as
Tyson's talking about it at the beginning of the show. We were talking about replacing Woo and
you could do,
yeah. But Tyson, you're 27 minutes late, pal. Okay.
Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah. now who's late, Tyson?
Would you just put us on pause and walked away? Thanks a lot, pal.
No, but no, it's a good. Actually, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, like I said, I think he just needs a little break away from the Judgment Day. Have him disappear, maybe, or have it. I don't know. Something he needs some type of like, something where he's on the outs. He's not really with them. Kind of like Jay Uso did in the Bloodline. Kind of like be like that. I'm with you, but not with you type of thing.
I'll tell you where he needs to go. He needs to go back to NXT and learn some moves there, pal.
You don't like the clap?
Oh, we got the clap.
The thunderclap.
Old Russell Brand out there. We got the clap. But no, Cody. So Cody is scheduled to be at the November 10th SmackDown, which is that's next Friday.
Okay.
And then he's scheduled to be at November 17th. And then Survivor Series is the next Saturday, November 25th. So to me, it seems like we're definitely going down a Raw Smackdown thing.
Yeah.
For sure. Unfortunately. That would be my guess. Because why else would he be on SmackDown other than going to start confronting Roman? But even after that, he doesn't have his dates out listed after that.
Yeah.
But even if he was booked for SmackDowns after, I mean, then maybe it could be for Roman. I don't know, but
yeah,
I think it's just to build Survivor Series. Why else? You're not going to start building for Roman now, so
yeah,
it's got to be built as a Survivor Series.
Yeah, there are rumors that Roman's not going to be at Survivor Series too. That was the other. That one seems.
I mean, I don't know if you really need him especially if you're gonna do Raw SmackDown.
Yeah,
that's
true.
I mean, he's wrestled 5 times this year, so he's good.
True. Just having coming back at Royal Rumble or after Survivor Series or something like that, just to set up for Royal Rumble, maybe.
I hate it. I don't. I'm really now, I'm to the point where I'm just sick of the Roman reign. No pun intended. I'm just sick of it. I'm just not even because I'm getting worked. I just I want something different. I'm sick of it. It's getting really, really, really stale in my opinion. They've completely lost their momentum with Roman. Since he's been out the last 2 months.
Yeah,
and the Bloodline and all, and they actually talked about that. I think it was on the flagship this week, but
yeah,
it's just stale to me.
And I think
I'm over with it.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about it when we get to that match.
Yeah.
But I think you kind of seen it on that contract signing too. We'll talk about that when we actually talk about the match. But you can kind of see it's needs to be a change there as well.
Yep. All right, so Cody versus
we didn't even pick.
Senior. Yeah, no, we didn't. Cody.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any bonuses we can do with this? No.
How many crossroads?
No,
he usually does. Yeah. Will there be a thunderclap?
Oh my god. I'm gonna say hope not. I'm gonna go Cody as well. I mean, you got to keep Cody strong,
Yeah.
without a doubt. So
No, yeah. It's gonna be no. It's gonna be either little to no assistance from the Judgment Day for Damian Priest. That's what I'm predicting.
Probably.
This like whole PLE is gonna be centered around the Judgment Day for some reason.
Yeah.
They're taking center stage. There's going to be a lot of like moving pieces to set up for Survivor Series and afterwards, I think. And we'll get to those matches too as well. Because there's some
Well, let's keep up with our Judgment Day theme here. We got a fatal 5-way match for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley taking on Nia Jax, taking on Shayna Baszler, taking on Zoe Stark, taking on Raquel Rodriguez.
yeah.
Got 20% chance to come out with this title. And of course, as Scott Steiner would say,
The numbers don't lie.
You take your 20% and minus your 33 and a third chance.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, who wants to go? Do you want to go first?
oh, Tyson's getting he's getting a little
Oh, he's getting a little. Oh, we might. All right.
fancy. I'm sorry, Tyson.
You might have to.
Don't leave us. Don't leave us, Tyson. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. What do you think about the Women's World Championship match?
I think it's needed just to give Rhea.
And let's say who takes the pin, as well too.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go Rhea, retaining.
Retaining.
And she's gonna pin. I want to say Nia.
Ooh.
I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna team up on Nia early in the match. All of them. That's gonna be a thing. They're gonna do that. Like she's in the middle. They're all surrounding her, and then they're just gonna like beat her down and keep her out of the match a lot. She'll come in. It will look like she's gonna win, and then blah blah blah. I think Rhea's retaining.
I think I heard Nia's not like most girls. Have you heard that?
That is true. That is very true. She is not like most girls. She's the baddest. What does she call herself? The baddest person on the planet, or I forget what she says. Anyway, yeah, she's gonna take the pin. Rhea's gonna pin her ass.
She's a channel changer for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I like that pick though. I am gonna go a little bit different. I am gonna say Rhea will win.
Okay.
The World Championship, but she's going to pin Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
I feel like she can. I feel like she could take the L the most out of the group. You can't put it on Raquel. They're still building Zoe.
Yeah.
And yes, I would think like Nia would be a close second for me.
Yeah. Okay.
But you still brought her back, so. And she's not like most girls, so
it is true. Yeah, I'm only saying that because I don't think. I mean, they may go with a one-on-one match with her and Rhea, but I kind of doubt they're going to give her like that spot for Rhea.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think that's all we really need to talk about. Not the really best build. We've talked about a lot. Like, I don't care about. Hey, it's the women's championship match. That means this should be a great story, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, there has been some story with this, with Nia and Rhea, but it's weird to me. Like you injured the heel champion. Good job. Like,
yeah,
like that's not a story to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If it was the other way around, then okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
And Nia, the way they have presenting Nia, it's like pick a side. You either you hear heel or face. I don't like this gray area bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, I'm gonna go with I already said Rhea, and she's gonna pin Shayna. Let's see. let's see what we want to go with next. Let's go with one more match, and we'll talk about what we saw with Vince and Taker and all that stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. Interesting match. I'm thinking John, this is it for Big Match John for a little while, right?
Think so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was originally supposed to be already done, I believe, according to whenever he came back. So I don't know. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
let me. I'll start. You've been going first.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and start just to make it fair. Since I've kind of already thrown it out there, I do think this is John Cena's not his final match for good, for at least on this run. And I'm gonna go Solo. I think Solo needs the dubs right here, more than Cena.
Yeah.
And based off of my picks, the rest of my picks, I think this is gonna make the most sense for everything. And really, you gotta keep building Solo. You can't just have him being the big bad scary enforcer, and he's built strong only when Roman's around. You got to build him strong without Roman too.
Yeah.
And I know Roman's going to be there, obviously, but he's not going to be at ringside. So, I'm for that reason, I'm going to go Solo. I'm riding Solo.
Man, yeah. See, this is tough because obviously the promos that they cut and happened on SmackDown with Cena, saying the last time he won and all this stuff. So, and then Heyman coming out and giving his his speech, and then obviously quickly turning it on Cena, saying once he does this to you, you're all done. And they made one fatal mistake for me. He gave him the spike on SmackDown.
Good point.
So I'm going with John Cena to win the match.
That's a good point.
If he didn't do it on SmackDown, if they left it like he went to swing for it and then Cena picked him up and gave him the the attitude adjustment, then I would be like, all right, Solo. But he already gave him the spike. He survived it. Unless they're going with it like he's all injured and he can't like really function during the match, and then Solo does it again and he wins. But I don't know, man. I think Big Match John he's gonna win this and then ride off into the sunset for a little bit.
Very astute observation, Mr.
So this is our first. Bit, I think first of many, depending on these championship matches. Because before we get to the rest of it, there's a lot of championship matches. Not everybody's. There's going to be people losing their titles. Not everybody's losing their titles.
Right.
So you got to pick and choose who you think is who's legit losing their title.
You either in or you out.
Yeah, I have actually no. Yeah, we'll get to that.
We get to it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep my prediction with Solo, because it also has kind of something to do with the main event too. And then, okay, let's split it out.
Yeah.
It could a little bit.
Okay.
But anyways, I think the main event to me, I believe it's gonna be Roman and LA Knight.
Yeah.
When you say that.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's gonna be.
Hey, let's do this for a bonus point. Actually, what match opens the night?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You know what? Think about it when we get all through the match.
Yeah, let's leave that as a bonus.
We'll do that at the end.
Bonus one. All right.
We'll do that at the end. Okay. Let's talk real quick. Let's go back outside. We'll get back to Crown Jewel predictions here shortly, but kind of some interesting. And I wish I actually had the video. I probably could put part of it up, but some interesting comments. Last week in Riyadh. What's the name of the stadium there at Boulevard Place or something like that?
I forget the actual name of it.
It's like a new stadium or something.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. But last week was Tyson Fury taking on Francis Ngannou in a
Oh,
heavyweight boxing match.
yep.
For
He got robbed.
Got robbed? Francis got robbed?
Yeah, Francis got robbed, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see Tyson Fury's face?
Yeah,
that tells you the story right there. His face is he beat the shit out of Tyson Fury. But
well, I didn't see the full highlights. I did see like
the knockdown.
Like,
did you see that?
like round 1, round 2, whatever. Yeah, it was like the knockdown. Yeah,
the knockdown, and he lasted all 10 rounds. He they obviously the judges gave it to Tyson, which
right.
As much as you want to talk about wrestling being predetermined, boxing is as well. Because if you watch that whole fight, and then you see what Tyson Fury looked like after Francis definitely landed more shots than
I think
Tyson did. But I think Tyson has a match. He has another fight coming up after this, which is a big, huge heavyweight fight that's coming up. He can't go into. It's like I'm telling you, it's like wrestling. He can't go into his next match on a loss. He has to go into his next match on a big win. So
right.
Yeah,
I think in the heyday with Muhammad Ali and even up till like Mike Tyson, even like I think it was a shoot, but probably after Tyson, maybe even
you get the judges involved. That's why Dana White always says in the UFC, don't leave it to the judges.
Right.
Don't let the judges decide the end of this, like the end of your fight, because that's stuff like that happens. They don't see things. One judge might score it this way. It's just like you want to get the knockout or make it just so unanimous that like they can't pick any other way. Which that fight was pretty much even, but just the knockdown alone,
I was about to say that the knockdown. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Ain't no way Fury's gonna be able to knock down Ngannou."
No, he didn't either. He didn't
I know he did, but like.
Even to an elbow at one point.
Once you get knocked down, like you're already shaky. And Francis Ngannou is a big man.
Oh man,
he's a big bad man.
He had Tyson on his side. Tyson was teaching him he was coaching him as well.
Right. Yep.
And they were showing a few. Yeah, they were showing a few combos that actually they were showing videos of Tyson actually showing Francis a couple of combos, and he perfected him executed him perfectly in the match too, in the fight. He like I said, if we talk about, like I said, wrestling being predetermined, boxing is also predetermined. Like I said, they have to set up for the next fight. It has to be he can't have he's right now Tyson Fury is technically the biggest, best fighter in the world. Bar none, best heavyweight right now. He can't go into.
Does he have all the heavyweight titles right now? Because I know boxing's so split up.
I think he has I'm not sure if he has. I think he has all of them actually, because he beat Deontay Wilder, which is another very large individual.
Yes,
that was a fight where you sat up like the Undertaker, you knocked him down, and then Tyson just sat up and then got back up again. You've probably seen all the memes with the Undertaker bell, but anyway, yeah. So. Just to round that out, Vince McMahon was sitting next to Mike Tyson,
who was sitting to
Eminem,
Marshall Mathers,
Marshall Mathers, and he actually posted on his Instagram. He was like, "Oh, just sitting here with some friends," and it was Mike Tyson and freaking Vince McMahon. What a weird crew of.
Eminem posted that.
Yeah, he posted. He was sitting here with some friends. It was you really couldn't see the woman that was sitting next to Eminem. I think she was with Tyson, so it was Eminem, the woman. Tyson and Vince McMahon, which is,
and I guess Undertaker was sitting next to Vince.
Undertaker was next to Vince. I was like, man, yeah. And then there was a video of Francis almost kind of not ignoring Eminem, Eminem's behind him, shaking everyone's hands and stuff like that. And then Francis looks dead at him, and then just looks away and starts shaking other people's hands.
Damn.
And someone taps him and goes he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he
that's hilarious.
It's just weird seeing Eminem out at in public, with a hood on, which is funny. But so let's get with the comments. The Vince McMahon was doing some interviews with his cane.
What's his name? Adam's family dad. I can't think of his name.
Gomez.
Gomez, yeah.
Gomez Adams, yes.
Yeah. Dustin Poirier went as Gomez Adams. I put that in the.
I've
in the
seen
chat.
that.
And I commented, I'm like, that's a great Vince McMahon costume. Dustin Poirier literally lives like, I shit you not, 2 minutes from me, like right down the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta come visit you, dude. You gotta fucking.
I've worked on his house before, so I know
Oh,
exactly
really?
where
Wow.
Dustin Poirier lives.
That's
And
scary.
yeah, and he's actually a cool dude too. He came out and just kind of shook everybody's hands, but but yeah, I comment on that. But so let's get to Vince's comment. So let's start with the Dana White stuff, which was kind of funny. The one guy asked him, he goes, Dana kind of alluded that you busting his balls, and then he goes, "You mean I'm busting his chops?" Like he wouldn't say balls. Like,
Yeah.
Vince, all the shit you said, you're scared to say balls now.
Well, you used to say grapefruits, remember?
Grapefruits.
He pulled his pants down and made people kiss his bare ass on Philly TV.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, like, can we just like maybe say this?
What's good in the hood?
Yeah, he did say that as well. Yeah. He won't say balls,
But he'll say
say
that.
That's hilarious.
Man. He's such a corporate shill.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Anyways, so Dana White we kind of talked about it last week. How Dana White says, "Oh, he's cutthroat businessman, but I'm glad that he's my partner."
Yeah.
And then Taker, then they talked about Taker, and Taker's like, "Yeah, they're kind of one and the same." And Vince kind of gave him we were like, "Huh?" And he goes, "With all due respect, sir." And Taker just kind of mentioned that, but it's kind of crazy, them talking, talking about each other. It's like Ted Turner and Vince, or because they were pretty not as bitter rivals, but they were rivals. So it's pretty fun stuff. But what was your kind of thoughts about that portion of the interview?
Yeah, he did some. I think I think they asked him about Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, and like the relationship and stuff. And he did say this was like their second home, or essentially like.
No, he said this is their home.
Well, their home, yes, yeah.
I was going to talk about that in a little bit too.
Yeah,
which that really surprised me.
I like that. I mean, I actually just came up with this on the fly. Undertaker and Vince McMahon together, like you see, like the relationship obviously with Undertaker in the last ride. That's where you really got the insight of like how close. He was the one that never left. He stayed through. Undertaker's been there since 1990. Didn't leave the company. Stayed by his side all through the shitty 90s to the new gen shit, all that stuff, and and I think Vince McMahon respects him more than anything for sticking with him. But I think it was kind of like he went from the Undertaker to the Caretaker.
Oh my God!
Like
you stole my line. You stole my line. Undertaker more like Caretaker.
Yeah, he's like fucking walking Vince around on his cane. Vince is all like, with his
he's like, "No, Vince, you cannot shake these you cannot shake these guys' hands. You go
was he
go and like point them in the right direction, tell them to go, this is where you need to go. The bathroom's this way, Vince. No, you cannot pee right here."
Was he like his like bodyguard or something? Like why was like was he
I
there to
think-
make sure no one
I think
fucked with him or
they're just
something?
like legit friends, and it was just like, hey, why not have the Undertaker there with me? He loves boxing, he loves to watch boxing and loves to watch combat sports.
Yeah,
I think have somebody represent WWE, a couple different avenues there, I think.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me, like when Vince comes out like in public, and it's just like, whoa, what's he doing? Like people's like in underneath a microscope, like, oh, look, did you see how he was walking?
It's the same thing with like it's like the Eminem thing. Like you don't see Eminem in public. Like he doesn't show up at like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been like he was at another fight like a few months back. Like he walked one of the fighters out.
Oh yeah.
But like it's like one of those rare things. Like, would you expect to see Eminem in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, watching a fight, sitting next to Vince McMahon? Like it's just those two like people you don't see like in the same vicinity. Like it's just it's weird. Like even seeing Vince McMahon in public, like you said, is like he has to be more in public now because he's an employee. He's not a boss anymore. Like technically, he's Ari's, Ari's his boss. So if Ari's like, you're going to Saudi Arabia, I mean, you're gonna be there in attendance. He has to go. He's not an owner anymore. He's an employee, pretty much.
Right.
He's an 80-year-old employee that has to do. And supposedly that was another rumor that they're gonna be there. Him and Ari are going to be in for the Crown Jewel event. So
interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of strange to me. I don't know. I think Undertaker's going to, for some reason, I think he's going to get more on the business side now. For some reason,
he's just gonna be an ambassador, just a kind of face, so they get the
not a WWE one, but TKO. I think he's gonna be the TKO.
Oh yeah.
Like he's gonna be like not even for the WWE. He's gonna be like the basically like the umbrella side where UFC and WWE.
Yeah, that's a good point
for both. So that's what it looks like anyway to me.
And like he's just gonna make these appearances where he's gonna show up at like UFC's got the UFC 300 coming up. I'm sure he'll be there. Like, that'll be a big deal for TKO.
Yep, true. 30-year anniversary of UFC.
I wonder, it's kind of interesting, with Vince comments, right? This is the new home of WWE. I wonder if they're going to start doing fights more there too. Like,
double dip. Probably there for
double dip a little bit, Hey,
because they do Abu Dhabi now,
right?
So maybe they're looking at. WWE already has that footprint there. Vince McMahon has a relationship. Now UFC can start doing.
It's crazy to me too. Like you think about the evolution of UFC, they literally started in my hometown, which has about 90,000 people in it. Okay.
Yep.
In a shitty civic center. Like UFC was like, I think they were there for like UFC 20 or something like that. And now they're in this grand, huge stage and freaking
Las Vegas,
Saudi Arabia, Vegas, Madison
Los
Square
Angeles,
Garden.
Madison Square Garden. All
people are just pretty much clamoring for
Abu Dhabi. Like I said, they started to do a lot of overseas. They started the overseas stuff because of the pandemic. Remember, they started doing like the bubble fights,
right,
and they were like going to different islands and stuff like that. But now with the Vince McMahon and like I said with the WWE and their relationship with Saudi Arabia, that gives UFC the foot in the door to start doing events there. So man, say what you want, but that TKO is
it's
gonna be formidable for everyone, man.
It's gonna be huge.
Pretty big. Huge.
It's pretty big. All right, I guess we could get back into our crown.
Before we get to that, we didn't talk about Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
She's an indie darling now. She's not even. What is going on with that, dude?
She's gonna be on Being the Elite next week.
Yeah.
No,
do you think she signs with AEW?
Nah.
No.
What's the name of the promotion again? I can't think. Was it Big Time Wrestling?
No, it's not Big Time. It's
or Big Time's are in Northeast.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in California. Somewhere. I know.
FC? Is it FC? No, it's not FC.
I don't know. But it seems like she's just kind of doing it as a charity thing.
Oh, it's not like a
no.
I thought it was like an actual like she was signing to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up here too while you're doing that. But yeah, I mean it kind of surprised me. But to me, when it looked like it was more of a kind of a charity thing.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna do.
Oh, that's right. Pro Wrestling Revolver. That's what.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Pro Wrestling Revolver, and she was at the. She made her debut at the. It was Lucha Vavoom.
Yeah.
With what do you call it? Marina Shafir.
And all the profits of the ticket sales are going to the wildfires in Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Maui.
That's right.
In Maui. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember what I read that. I was like, that's interesting. So, yeah. I think that also is where I think Shayna and maybe Marina Shafir, I think that's where they trained her at, or they worked there a good bit. One of the two.
Okay.
So I think they're pretty, they're pretty tight,
Huh.
So,
It's kind of odd. I thought she was like completely done with
I thought she was too.
wrestling.
Thought she was too, but apparently not. Plans change, pal. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I actually forgot about that. So, we'll see what happens. And actually, while we're talking about that too, Matt Riddle, that's where I thought got big time wrestling at. Matt Riddle will be making his indie return to big time wrestling, taking on Rob Van Dam. Yep, and I think I can hear you actually right now.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. He's making his debut against his brother in arms.
Yeah,
or brother in smoke.
Brother in smoke. They're like, we want the smoke. Both of us want the smoke. Give us all the smoke. Yeah. Meh.
Not excited about it.
I mean, it is kind of cool because they do have that commonality there, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also just a ploy.
Yeah.
It's probably for some. I bet you he's going to release his strain of weed that day, and then they're going to probably be smoking it together, some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot he was
Super
debuting.
King of Bros or something like that, whatever it's called. But yeah, yawn. But
True.
something to mention. Yeah. So I guess we can get back to our prediction. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
Oh yeah.
Let's go with who's that jumping up the sky? REY taking on the Maverick.
Another
Logan
title match.
Paul for the WWE United States Championship. You want me to start or you want to start?
You can start. I'm curious
Okay.
to see what your thoughts are.
I kind of spoiled it a little bit last week, and I'm still going to go with this prediction. I do think Logan Paul will win this match. I think he will be the new United States champion.
Yeah.
It just only makes sense to me, like the most sense. And it's going to elevate the United States title like they're trying to do with the Intercontinental. Like this is how you do it. Get that mid card title elevated.
Yep.
Like they did with the Intercontinental champion. You put it on Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll elevate Logan Paul too. It'll be mutual
Yeah.
deal, So I think he'll hold it either probably by WrestleMania, and then he'll drop it.
Okay.
Could go longer, maybe even SummerSlam. I don't know, but I think depending on what the plans are in place for certain individuals, we'll talk about. I do think Logan will take this.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think Logan Paul's going to win. He's going to win with the help of another Mysterio, I think.
Very good call there.
So they can both be champions in their own right of North America, the North American champion and the United States champion.
Right.
So I think that's going to happen because he's always cheated. Every match he's had since the Roman match, he's won by cheating in some form or fashion. So unless his prime buddies are out there, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be Dominic helping with the win. They're going to celebrate.
Yep.
And I think we talked about this last week. The belt's going to be everywhere. He's going to have it on his podcast. Yep. He's going to have it, wherever he goes. If he has another fight before then, he'll be walking out to the ring with that with that belt. Like it's
all it's going to take is for Logan to take one picture with it and put it on his social media.
Yeah,
that's
and
it. Like, oh shit, Logan Paul is a champion. Now he's he's the United States champion. Oh that must be a big deal. Wow,
Yeah.
That's all it's going to take.
Yep, it was a call out at the boxing match.
Yep,
that's what did it right there. It was like
it's the Taylor Swift effect.
Oh yeah,
the United States title is Travis Kelce and Logan Paul is Taylor
Logan
Swift.
Paul's Taylor Swift. Oh my
Like,
god!
oh, Travis Kelce. Oh, he must be a really good football player, which he is. But
I mean, he is. I mean,
but then
he's
everybody's
Super Bowl
acting
champ.
like he's like the next coming of freaking Jerry Rice or something.
Yeah, because of Taylor Swift.
I've been calling him Mr. Swift lately.
Oh my god, Kelsey Swift.
Kelsey Swift, yeah.
Oh my god,
Travis Swift.
Travis Swift. Oh my god. Yeah, I think he definitely wins, and yeah, I think that's one of the belt changes because like I said, there's a lot of titles on this. There's a lot of title defenses on this PLE that we just spoke of. We have the women's world, we have the WWE Women's Championship, World Heavyweight. For some reason, LA Knight was calling it the WWE Championship. He called it multiple times, not the Universal Championship.
We'll get into that.
I don't know.
We'll get into that a little bit. But yeah, I think that's just the smart thing to do right now. So Logan Paul. And I'm very excited. I think, and you know what, this might I'm gonna throw it up there.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
Call it match of the night too.
Yeah, has potential. Definitely has potential to be match of the night. Yeah,
I think people are going to be wowed after this match. So, mainly because you have the finish with potential finish of Dominic or something like that.
Yeah.
So
hopefully Ricochet doesn't get involved. I'll be very upset.
Oh my god.
Keep him away.
All right. Let's see. Let's go to let's do this one.
It's all title matches.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the ladies second to last.
Okay.
So let's go Seth freaking Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We've kind of been alluding to our picks, I think, a little bit over the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you take it here first.
Oh man. With the rumors of Drew McIntyre not re-signing and his contract expiring sometime in 2024. And obviously people will be like, "Oh, there's no way he's gonna win. Seth Rollins gonna walk out. There's no way he's giving the title." I don't know.
You don't know.
My second title change for that night is Drew McIntyre beating Seth Rollins and taking that title.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Because I kind of want to get into my other predictions, but yeah, I think because we already said it, Logan Paul's gonna win the United States Championship, and I think Drew McIntyre is winning that World Heavyweight Championship. I just feel like I don't think he's not going to show up on SmackDown anytime soon. He's been screwed out of that that championship multiple times by the Bloodline, so he's never really gotten a fair shot. Especially at Clash at the Castle. Same idea. This time there's no Bloodline involvement. But there is Judgment Day involvement.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley is helping him win that title. That's what I think. She's helping him win. The deal is for him to win, or set it up in a way where it makes it easy for Damian.
Shout out to Joey Webster.
So here's what I'm thinking. It's either he's going to make it easy for Damian Priest to cash in on Seth, beat Seth down to the point where all right, now it's your turn. That was the deal that Rhea Ripley made with him. Hey, I'll help you get Seth along, and then you make it easy for Damian to cash in. But what I'm thinking is Drew McIntyre goes, fuck that, and just fucking last minute pivots fucking boots Damian Priest. He cashes it in, bell rings, boot makes it a 3-way or some shit like that. He's already beat Boots fucking Damian Priest out of because he already had a match early in the night. So he's not like depending on when the match. Obviously, this is where the match is. We don't know the order and how it's going to go, but that scenario could happen. The other scenario could be he stops the cash in from happening and still wins the title. I basically just think it was like a plan for Damian Priest to cash in on Seth, but I think he's going to take advantage of that and win the title indirectly.
Drew's going to win the title?
Drew's going to win. Yes, that's what I'm going with. I just have a weird feeling. Broken Dreams. He brought that up in that promo on Monday. I don't know. And
this is a tough one. I thought this was pretty black and white, probably about a week ago, and then I just kind of I don't know. I've been thinking about it more and more, especially even today. I just don't see Drew being a good fit in the Judgment Day. That's like if I close my eyes and picture it, it's just like
yeah. See, yeah. Before you make a thing. Before you make a prediction, not that he's going to be in the Judgment Day, but Rhea's like using his services to help the Judgment Day. And I think he's going to take advantage of her because he's been cheated out so many times. Now it's his turn to cheat somebody else out of their opportunity.
So what I think is Rhea has him played like a fiddle. And she's like, yeah, like I'm totally on your side. And she will help, throughout the match. And, get to a point where Drew is just completely wasting away at Seth.
Yep.
And get to a point where he's completely beat down. And, Rhea will end up costing Drew the match.
Okay.
And at that point, all he's going to take is her just be on the apron or something, a trip, whatever. And Seth will get the win. Now you're going to have a beaten down Seth Rollins. I think she'll get in there. I think she'll even throw on a riptide, and down comes Miss Senior Money in the Bank to cash in and become the new champion.
So you're picking Seth Rollins to win.
Seth Rollins to win the match.
And then
Damian Priest to win with the title.
Okay.
So that is my prediction.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you go either way.
So are you saying there's going to be a cash in no matter what?
I think there'll be cash in no matter what, but I think he's going to fail his cash in.
Okay. Yeah. So I was actually going to bring that up as a bonus question, but we got enough different answers, so we don't.
Oh yeah, it's that whole him wondering whether or not he's the so it goes back to that it goes back to the Cody Rhodes promo on Monday night. You're the follower, you're not the leader, right?
Yeah.
Why are you listening? Why are you taking their orders? He's going to take it on his own merit to cash in on his own without saying anything to anybody else. And that's where he's going to fail.
Yeah.
He's going to be so full of Cody's going to beat him earlier. I don't think it's,
it could go either way.
Yeah.
Definitely can go either way.
Yeah. Cody's going to be, beat him or whatever. He's going to be down as he's going to be like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to cash in and I don't care what anyone says. I'm the leader. And then he's going to go cash in on his own merit. And then on Monday Night Raw, what the hell? We had a plan. Why would you go and do that? But that's what I think's in it. But like you said, we can go either way. I think we both have great scenarios that could happen.
Yeah.
It's just it's Drew's I think we're just overlooking Drew McIntyre. That's the whole thing. We're focused on Seth and Rhea and Damian, and we're leaving Drew out to dry. We're not even focusing on him, which I think the focus should be on him because he's a dangerous man.
What up, Sneed? Who dat? Yeah. As you can see, I'm wearing my LSU Tiger shirt because LSU is going to be Bama this week. It's rivalry week, baby.
Bama.
But,
yeah. So I like our scenarios. I like how we're different. That's 2 matches so far that we went separate ways.
So I was going to ask you, do you want to do since we got both yes cash in, you got him losing, I got him winning. We'll do that as another question. So
Okay.
just to make sure we get all
definitive, yes.
Definitive, as the fake would say, there must be a winner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, it's interesting stuff there. Could go down.
I'm
Definitely
excited.
the most compelling match of the night.
Yeah.
And it could very well also be match of the night as well too.
Yeah, that's another one. Seth Rollins, man. Guy's been putting on some banger of matches, except for the JD McDonough, but
yeah, well.
actually, no, that match was actually pretty good.
I'm JD McDonough. You got me so Leoma. Call 999-6969 today.
Were you in a car accident?
Were you in a car accident? Did a policeman hurt you?
Anyways, next match for the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky taking on the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. This match basically came about last Friday.
Yeah.
Bianca basically staked her claim as the number one contender, which I like. I love me some Bianca.
Yep.
That's my girl. I'll go first.
Okay.
I think Io has done a decent job, but it's time for a change. As Owen Hart once said, enough is enough. It's time for a change. And look, I think Bianca's coming out for blood. You know, she got rooked over. She's like, it's my time, pal. It's my time again. You know, I think they had to take the strap over. She had to take the little break. It's fine. You know, give it a little rebranding, which was all good. But it's time for Bianca to hold that title again. It's gonna be WrestleMania season coming up soon. So I'm going with Bianca Belair as your new WWE Women's Champion.
So 3 title changes.
I guess I do have 3 title changes. Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's where it gets tricky for me because I'm not sure if they're doing that many title changes in one night.
Ultimately, yes. I mean, the Damian thing could go either way.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it could go down the way I said, and he loses, but I'm gonna go with he wins. So, I just think that promo, she cut that fiery promo, and the way they have it built, I think she's not losing. You know.
You don't think there's going to be any interference in that match?
Oh, there'll be interference. She'll overcome it though.
Inadvertent interference by, say, Miss Charlotte Flair.
Woo! Nah, I think she'll stay away.
You think so?
Yeah. She's not on a match. She don't want to be there. Why fly her out all the way to Saudi Arabia just to be a little pog in the wheel? You know, if she was in a match,
that's true.
You know, if she was in a match, I would say yeah, okay, but ain't no way they're gonna just fly her out of there, you know, for that. So
yeah, man, it's the amount of what I have as far as like title changes. I'm not sure if they're going with another like 3 title changes. Seems like a lot.
You got a fair point. And
it's a kind of a quick build too. I know obviously there's a history of her losing it and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Io retaining. I'm gonna go with the shocking Io retaining the title.
Yeah.
And then they set up for a bigger match at like Survivor Series or some shit. That's what I'm going.
Interesting. Io Sky will retain her WWE Women's Champion.
As long as Sheeta holds that women's title in AEW, Io's not losing that title. That's what I'm going. I think they're going tit for tat. Personally, that's my own weird conspiracy, but
very possible. Very possible. Main event time.
Oh boy. Yeah.
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 Yeah. We got Mr. Yeah versus
Acknowledge me.
No.
Yeah. Very cool promo, I have to say, last Friday.
Yep.
LA Knight came out and he took the head of the table
Yes, he did.
and he dropped Suffered Succotash.
Another telltale sign, if you want to go that route. But
What's
continue.
that? Okay, all right. He dropped that, the really good, really good promo. I think he did it. He knocked it out of the park. Roman got pissed and just threw the table at him.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of you.
Yeah. Jimmy came out to help Roman, and then Roman slid out, and then Jimmy got what's the name of the finisher he has? Shit.
What the LA Knight?
LA Knight, yeah.
Oh, that was at the end of the match. That was at the end of the night. He gave him the BFT.
BFT, yeah. Okay. I was thinking it was during the promo. Okay.
No, it was after. It was at the end of the night.
Is that that's what's called the BFT?
Yeah, the blunt force trauma. It's
Blunt
called.
force trauma. What a dumb name.
Another reason why.
Roman Reigns taking on LA Knight. Ooh, who you got?
Roman Reigns. We're not falling for the Cody in the. We're not calling for the Cody in the tailpipe again.
Yeah.
No, sir. Not falling for that. Not falling for the Cody Rhodes in the tailpipe. Nope.
You smell that? It smells like
No. As the word of LA Knight. No. I'm not falling for that. Yes, it is intriguing. To see what they would do if he did in fact win, how the story would go with like him and Cody, and like, because obviously Cody's next up in line for that. Does like he beat him and then Roman wins it back at Royal Rumble? Is it does he win because supposedly he's not going to be like not at Survivor Series, he's going to be gone for another long period of time? Do they take it off of him just to put it on LA Knight? I don't know, but I don't think that's a valid enough reason. I think
it's going to be
good.
Roman. Roman's going to win this match.
Yeah, I think it's going to look like, LA Knight's going to win. It's not in. See, and here's the other thing too. Like, it's in another country. Not that they're not LA Knight fans over there, but what is the reaction going to be the same if he wins over there as it would be over here?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point, actually. Yeah, no. And then not to mention, like, so, and I'm not trying to draw this comparison because, I know he gets the Steve Austin comparisons and the Rock comparisons.
And the Rock comparisons, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is what it kind of reminds me of. If you take
Rock Austin.
No, not even that. No, definitely not that. It reminded me, like, it's like LA Knight doing his spiel the other night.
Yeah.
It gave me like flashbacks to when Stone Cold took on the Undertaker right after WrestleMania 13.
Yeah, okay.
It gave me kind of like feelers of that, because you're still in the process of building LA Knight.
Yep.
And if you look at Stone Cold's career, okay, he wins, and I talked about this on my podcast this week. You take a look at how he won 1996 King of the Ring. He doesn't win the world title till 1998.
Yeah.
Okay. 96, he's definitely still heel up until March of 97. It's almost a year later. Then March 97 hits and he's white hot babyface.
Yep.
Going into SummerSlam, has the injury, all that stuff.
Yep.
Comes back and then over like Rover, obviously. So what I'm saying is and he had world title matches in between that.
Yeah.
So I really think it's not. It's really not his time right now, but not because he's just not that guy, pal. basically. But he's gonna get Roman dust spread on him.
Yeah. That's the
and
main-
and that's the main thing, and we had talked about this a couple weeks ago, like, well, maybe he should just get the non-title win over Roman, and I'm gonna backtrack that a little
No.
bit, because like I said, that promo he had, it gave me, like, like I said, Austin trying to climb to the top vibes, Bret Hart trying to climb to the top vibes, Shawn Michaels trying to climb to the top vibes, that kind of thing. So, but it just wasn't there, right? Not quite their turn yet, pal. Hold on. And say what you want. Okay, yeah, I know, 40 years old. Who cares? Edge is wrestling. He's almost 50 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And Edge is like has neck trouble. LA Knight can wrestle till he's 55 if he wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not really concerned with his age, to be honest with you. Get him over, and get him some fucking new music too. Why don't you?
Yeah.
So that's my spiel on LA Knight, but Roman will definitely win this.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. Him losing to Roman will definitely elevate him more. Him having this match with Roman that fast, like he said on his promo on SmackDown, like, within a year, he's having a match against Roman Reigns. So like that speaks volumes right there. So that, like, he's telling you right there, like, yes, I am a rising star. Not beating Roman Reigns on his first try, though. That's where I think people are missing the point.
Yeah.
If they do think he's going to beat Roman Reigns on his very first match against Roman Reigns, that's just crazy.
Ludicrous, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Second time around, you got the feel of Roman. He knows it's going to happen.
Right.
Maybe he wins it the second time. They have a rematch. First time around, no. It's gonna look. Roman's gonna do what he's gonna do best. He's gonna make. He's like you said. He's gonna take it. I'm gonna take it easy on you. Did he call him a sweetheart or something like that? Did you say that?
Yeah. Listen up, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy on you. This is your first time. I'm gonna take it easy. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But like he's what he's gonna do is take it easy on him on the match. Then he's gonna see that LA Knight's not playing, and then he's gonna turn it up, and just become that maniacal, evil Roman Reigns that we all know that'll do anything he can to win. And it's not gonna be a bad thing if here's what we got to remember coming out of this match. When LA Knight loses, it's not a bad thing that he's not buried.
Right.
He's not going anywhere. It's setting him up so when Roman does take that time off, now you have your megastar. Now you have that person you want to see every single week, while Roman's doing what he's doing and then comes back. That's what it's set up for. I don't want to hear he's buried. Oh, it's all done. It's if he loses to, like, I don't know. I can't even think of any, like,
Chad
Top
Gable.
Dollar. Yeah, if he loses like Chad Gable,
Dollar.
yeah, like Top Dollar, like, that's burying somebody.
Right.
But if you're losing to someone that's considered like the greatest of all time right now, currently, that's not a big loss.
This is where wins and losses don't matter. Now,
Yes.
here's the thing: like, okay, he loses. Don't have him like go up against Roman in Royal Rumble or some crap like that. Like, leave it alone. Let him move on. Either, let him, try to earn it back at the Royal Rumble or go after a mid-card title. A la, like I was talking about with Logan Paul. Have him beat Logan Paul at WrestleMania for the United States title. That will be a way to, again, if you look at the trajectory of Steve Austin, okay, he's babyface, March of 97. What happens next? He wins the Intercontinental title, albeit under crazy circumstances, right?
Yeah.
But he went with the plan was to put him the IC title on him. And he basically holds it for till December. I mean, I know he has to drop it for injury, but nobody really had it. I mean, Owen held it, and then they just put it back on Steve. But and also look at what that did for not only Steve, but the next winner, which was The Rock.
Yeah.
So you're progressing your title lineage and building prestige behind it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the move you got to make. So And LA Knight doesn't have to hold it for real long. I mean, he can, I guess, too. I mean, he could even hold it till Royal Rumble or something the next year, and then maybe win the Rumble and then go on to the bigger things.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, that's way down the line. Obviously, a lot of factors can play in it, but the long game is the best way for right now for Logan. But for LA Knight, but you got to still keep him featured heavily. Let him cut his promos. Let him win matches. Things like that. And I think he'll get there. I really do.
Yeah, and I agree. I think, like I said, it's just basically just a launching pad for.
This is a big test.
Matches. Yeah,
this is a big test. Not only how he handles it, but what WWE does with him too. This is a huge test. If it goes the wrong way, either way, then you kiss LA Knight goodbye.
Yeah,
but I think this is an important step, and a needed step too.
Yeah,
it's a needed step.
You got to remember, breaking kayfabe, they have to come out of this match, and Roman has to give the good graces. Like, yeah, this guy, this is it. Like, obviously not on screen. Like, they're not going to do it on camera, but like when they go in the back and do all that stuff, that's where it's going to come out of. Like, it's going to be like, hey, yes, this, and they're going to see it. They're going to, whatever. They're going to congratulate, pats on the back or whatever. The match was good, but. Yeah,
one thing to keep in mind too, again, because another guy that he's kind of pinpointed on is a guy like, I'm not saying just like this guy in general, but like a guy like Elias, okay? Because Elias at one time was red hot, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You had the fans in the palm of his hand kind of thing, and then look what happened. But here's the important thing to remember: Elias never had a WWE championship match.
Nope.
And not only did he never have a WWE championship match, it was never against. He never faced anybody the grandeur of Roman Reigns. You could maybe say John Cena.
Yeah,
you could say John Cena, but at this point, I feel like Roman, and this might be a. I'm gonna hit this button right here.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
I think with this run of Roman, even though I know I just said I buried it in the beginning of the show, but I'll say that Roman is now a bigger wrestling star, not overall star, than John Cena now.
Yeah, I mean, I think John Cena would agree. I think he's actually said that in interviews and stuff like that. Like, Roman has definitely, as much as people want to like poo-poo him, as far as like, it's undeniable, man. Like, he is like, I mean, he is the star. He is there. Like when he had cut that promo after the can't nobody knock me out. I'm sick and tired of being humble. That whole thing, like, this is my camera. This is my, and he like him saying he runs. He literally is. It's like the company's like built around him. Obviously, he's trying to like elevate. The good thing about him is he's gonna elevate you no matter what.
Right. So that's the thing,
Yeah.
I mean, look at take the Usos, take Sami Zayn. Look at Kevin Owens was definitely a big star. But Sami Zayn was floundering in the mid card, turmoil there. Going up against Johnny Knoxville and stuff like that, which was a fun match. Don't get me wrong, but but you sprinkle some Roman dust on him, and now like we just talked about, like, oh man, look what they're doing with Sami Zayn. Oh my God, that's all it takes. You just sprinkle that little bit of Roman dust, and you get a nice, beautiful flavor. I know Colton. If Colton's probably not watching, he's probably watching Impact right now, but he's probably thrown up in his mouth right now. He's like, "Oh God, no!" But it is undeniable, at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm not a necessarily huge Roman fan, but if you look at the grand scheme of things here, it's undeniable what he's become. So
yeah, I mean, you can just see it too. Like, as much as we go, like, I think someone, there was not a me, but someone did there was like a TikTok video of someone going, basically like they're a wrestling fan. They're like, basically like, oh, every time I'm like, basically shit on Roman Reigns and how stale he's becoming, how shit he is. As soon as his music hits, it like cuts to them going like this with the one.
Yeah.
It's like we could go, oh man, this is getting stale. But as soon as that
That one hits.
That whole music, like you just stop and you just go, "Oh shit, Roman's here." The dude has a presence, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's undeniable at this point. Like I said, as much he's not putting on, Tokyo Dome, flippy matches,
9-star matches.
Yeah, he's not doing any of that stuff, but in other ways, he's 5-star, man. 5-star presence,
Yeah.
5-star merch sales, 5-star box office draws. I mean, and that's I sound like freaking Kevin Nash right now. How much merch you sell? How much tickets did he sell?
Yeah, that's all we should get. Hey, and I love it for respect, but that's all Kevin Nash cares about.
Yeah, that's all he cares about.
The money.
And he would be happy. He'd be happy to know that LA Knight is their top merch seller 4 months in a row, actually, which is kind of crazy.
You bunch of stupid marks out there.
How many butts and seats?
Fucking marks. You fucking marks.
Oh yeah, he has a 5-star match with some merch sales. Like, dude, I love that. I love that answer. It's so funny.
Kevin Nash, he's so funny, man.
It's all about. It's at the end of the day, literally, it's all about.
But
business.
I mean, he's got a point. Like, I mean, like, it's all what's important to you. Like for Kevin Nash, money's important, right? Whereas maybe LA Knight, maybe fame or whatever else might be more important. It's success is defined by whatever you define it to be.
Yeah, but it's called the wrestling business, not the wrestling
friendship
playtime, not the wrestling friendship, not the wrestling pal around. It's called wrestling business.
You, the audience, are quite frankly tired of having your intelligence insulted.
Intelligence
insulted. It's the arm.
Intelligence insulted.
Intelligence. He's fed up with it too.
Was that after that was after Brett, right?
Yeah, it was right after
kind of
Brett.
like a black eye a little bit.
Yeah, it was like a month after. He's like, I'm tired of Duke the Dumpster Jersey too. So you know what? I'm going to take Cody Rhodes and I'm going to turn him into dust. Anyways, anything else?
I think that's it. I think we covered.
Do you want to do the first match? I think we're good. You want to do first match bonus?
Oh yeah, let's do first match bonus.
Okay,
what do you
what
think?
you got? I'll go first. All
right.
Because of my prediction with Drew and Seth, I'm gonna go Cody and Damian as the first match.
Ooh. Huh. See, I thought that I'm thinking one of two matches. I'm thinking Io and Bianca opening.
Okay.
It's like a bookend type of thing. Championship match at the beginning, championship match at the end. Damn. I'm gonna go Seth Drew opening.
That's a good one. Very well could be.
I was gonna go Bianca and Io, but because that's also that could be an opening match. But yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna sandwich matches. I mean, it could open with the 5-way with Rhea. I just think they're opening with a championship match and closing with one because there's so many this whole event. So they could open with Logan as well, but so start off with a bang and kind of like get you like, holy shit, something crazy just happened. Wow, what's gonna happen the rest of the night? That's what you want to do.
I watched the match, and a matter of fact, I fell asleep in the middle of it.
That's going to be the 5-way match, probably. I think.
Or it could be.
Is everyone here a wrestling fan or sports entertainment?
It'd be so like slow and methodical, that match between Damian Priest and Cody.
Oh yeah,
man, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, we could be.
I need someone to step up.
Did we see a Randy Orton sighting? That was another thing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Where would he be? Like,
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Me too. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say if anything, Survivor Series.
Yeah,
let's be like the
leave that for the U.S. crowd. I think.
Yeah.
You know, no offense to our friends of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, no, our home, our WWE's new home.
Right, WWE's new home. Hey, you guys get two main pay-per-views a year now, so y'all are good.
I know, right? Jeez.
All right. Well, I think is that about it?
I think that's it.
Oh, my brother, testify.
Oh man, did you see the Bubba and Enzo match that they had? It was like I think it was like an indie show.
Oh,
I seen a clip of it where there was this lady with a rather large chest area, and Bubba was just like slamming.
Oh, that's awesome! That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Bubba's funny. I like.
I was laughing hysterically. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it.
Hey, yo.
All right. Well, it's about that time. We do a little shield billing around here.
Yeah, let's shill our nonsense.
Yeah. Marco, what's going on with Chick Foley show and open mic?
New episode of the Chick Foley show out now. It's mainly it's a mailbag episode, mainly a 5-year anniversary spectacular. Yes, the Chick Foley show has been around for 5 years and counting, which is
awesome.
Kind of wild.
Amount of,
I mean, we talk about on the show the amount of changes that the show has taken, and it's a great retrospective. We also answer, like I said, it's mainly questions we answer from the Facebook group and stuff like that. So it's a good time. It's definitely a different pace of the show. Normally we're talking wrestling. We'll be back next week, I believe, to recap Crown Jewel. I definitely have some new episodes of Open Mic coming out. I'm actually working on getting the video versions.
Whoa!
On my YouTube, so I'll have those. I think I uploaded most of them now, so I'll make like a formal announcement of it at some point where you can go watch up to from Rucker, from Boot to the Face of that episode when I first started back, all the way up to Kyle Peterson. So video versions of all those. So I'm gonna get those up there, and just look out for new episodes. I got my interview with Sassy Sledgehammer on Monday. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait. It's a lot of Freddy Krueger talk. Can't wait for that because it's like I said, we just missed the Halloween boat, but we're within the same,
it's fine. You can still talk about it.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. And I think that might be it for interviews for the rest of the year, unless something else. Actually, no. Machoverse might be. I gotta get Machoverse a date with him sometime in November. So
Machoverse is a great dude.
He might be the last one for the rest of the year because obviously holidays are coming up. People are traveling.
Right. Trust me, it gets difficult.
Yeah.
Somebody who has a weekly interview.
Like I said, I still have like a lot stacked up as far as open mic interviews. So we can release those throughout December and stuff like that. But hopefully I get the Machoverse as my last guest. That'll be a good season finale for open mic, if you want to call it that. I'll be excited about that. So that's it.
Sick. We can't wait for that. And I just started listening to the 5-year anniversary show this afternoon. So I got about 15-20 minutes in. So tomorrow morning I'll be listening and doing my 45-minute journey to work. So anyways, coming down the aisle, you can head over to comingdowntheaislepod.com. This past week we had on Mr. Chris Wayne. I also did a little bit of Crown Jewel previewing on that too, but Chris Wayne is a cosplayer. You might have seen him with the Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, like spectacular Razor, like spot on Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, a bunch of other things. And then this coming week, we got a wrestler. He was trained at Spartan Championship Wrestling. He's an independent wrestler in the Northeast area, but he's trying to branch out. Great dude. We got the Cardinal, Nick Thompson, coming on, and we're going to be watching the match that inspired him to become a pro wrestler. John Cena versus The Rock from WrestleMania 28. So check that
Ooh,
out.
okay.
We got old fat guy BMX in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, so check that out this coming Monday. That'll drop. And Miles and I will be doing a list. We're going to be doing top 10 X-Pac. That'll be coming up soon. Sean Waltman, really, not just X-Pac, but
True.
everything 1, 2, 3 kids, 6-Pac. Can't forget about 6-Pac. 6-Pac had some crazy matches, and of course X-Pac as well too. So we got that coming up as well. And of course, like I mentioned at the top of the show, do not forget, starting this Tuesday, folks, this Tuesday, we will be going live on YouTube at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. That will be their new home of the RAWDOWN. So guess what? In about 5 days, we'll be back on, Marco.
Yes, we'll be back in prime time.
You ain't got to wait 7 days to see these ugly mugs.
I know, right? We'll be right back at you next week, which is
next week. So next Tuesday, and that'll be on again going forward. That will be the new date time again. Make it more strategery as Will Ferrell, as George W. Bush said, strategery. So just got a lot of good things happening too within the tavern that we'll be sharing pretty soon. So that's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan. You want to know how I got these scars? But anyways, let's hit our music right now. Speaking of Turnbuckle Tavern and tavern related, make sure you head over to theturnbuckletavern.com and head over and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You're watching on YouTube right now. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, tell us what you think about Crown Jewel. Also, don't forget to head over. The audio platform will drop on. We'll still. Actually, that may change as well too. We'll put out more news. I believe that's going to be dropping on Wednesdays as well too. But head over for Apple Podcasts, Spotify as well too, and make sure you subscribe to there as well. And of course, Pro Wrestling Tees. Get all your RAWDOWN merchandise there. MVP Marco, Hollywood Tony, Young Anthony, Boney Shivani, Boney Khan, the RAWDOWN shirt. And if that's not enough, head over to our Teesprings. We could get a little more funky over there. You got the Mr. Backlash shirt. I'm a RAWDOWN champion, and the RAWDOWN shirt, the classic logo. Of course, I will be RAWDOWN champion next week, but you could be too if you wear the shirt. So buy the shirt, and you'll be glad you did. You can be the RAWDOWN champion, folks. Thank you for turning into another edition of the RAWDOWN. Again, one last time, Tuesdays we'll be back. And you know what? I'm going to end on a positive note this week. We're going to go, since we're back on Tuesdays.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah and amen! Amen.